gratified by the support for this nomination voiced by members of the legal community who represent views from across the political spectrum. This debate is not a political game for these Americans, and they cannot afford to keep waiting for reform. As we draw close to finalizing and passing real health insurance reform, the defenders of the status quo and political point scores in Washington are growing fiercer in their opposition. Still, there are some in Washington today who seem determined to play the same old partisan politics, working to score political points, even if it means burdening this country with an unsustainable status quo. I urge every member of Congress to stand against the power plays and political ploys and to stand up on behalf of the American people who sent us to Washington to do their business. We should resist the temptation to turn this tragic event into the political theater that sometimes dominates the discussion here in Washington. One of the great Republican presidents, Teddy Roosevelt, fought to limit special interest spending and influence over American political campaigns and warned of the impact of unbridled corporate spending. I want to see this meeting turn into political theater, with each side simply reciting talking points and trying to score political points. He actually called it one of the principal sources of corruption in our political affairs, and he proposed strict limits on corporate influence in elections. I know the political season is upon us in Washington. He actually called it one of the principal sources of corruption in our political affairs, and he proposed strict limits on corporate influence in elections. Some in the financial industry were eager to protect a status quo that basically allowed them to play by their own rules, and these interests held common cause with Republican leaders in Washington who were looking to score a political victory in an election year. We can live up to an allegiance far stronger than our membership in any political party. But we won't do it as any one political party. At the same time, we can't allow the middle class in this country to be caught in the political crossfire of Washington. Ratifying a treaty like START isn't about winning a victory for an administration or a political party, not because we didn't have the capacity to pay our bills, we do, but because we didn't have a AAA political system to match it. But it doesn't help when those same folks turn around and risk losing hundreds of thousands of jobs just because of political gamesmanship. We need to pass this transportation bill and we weren't sent here to wage perpetual political campaigns against each other.